Okay, so welcome students to our live session. Our focus for today is going to be discussing our FA1 assignment preparation, what you guys need to go over, what will help you in preparing for your formative assessment one. So I'm just going to share my screen here so you'll be able to see what is it that I need to explain to you, as well as what you would need to go over in order to help you prepare and attend FA1, right? So as you can see, I am currently sharing the screen, and you should be able to see corporate innovation and entrepreneurship. You should be able to see the document right now. Right, so this will be uploaded onto ICANN for you, so you don't need to worry about that. But this session as well, please make sure you go over and over again, so it'll help you attempt your assignment. You know where to find your assignment as well. You know how to attempt your assignment on ICANN, where to go to access the formative one assignment to complete it on ICANN, right? So these instructions are very important, as you need to take note of what is required of you. So the due date for your assignment is the 4th of September. Please take note of that. You have about 3 hours to complete your assessment. It's also important to understand that no emailing of the assignments are allowed. You are only allowed to complete your assignments on ICANN on the due date. So it'll only be made open, the portal will only open on the 4th of September and will close at 12 midnight on the 4th of September. So you only have 1 day to complete your assignment. And once you log on or start your assignment, you have 3 hours. Okay, please take note of that as well. This assessment contributes 15% towards your final mark, right? So it's very important that you do your assignment one. It carries weight towards your final mark. If you have any questions regarding assignment one or this module, corporate innovation, please, you are free to email me. As you can see, the email address here is dchetty@external@iqa.ac.za. So you can send your queries here regarding only the module, right? So if you have any queries regarding the module or your assessments, then you can email me. But for any other queries, you'll have to contact IQ Academy, right? This assessment is out of 60 marks, and it consists of 7 short and long questions, right? So this assessment, there's no MCQs, there's no true or false, no matching column. It's strictly short and long questions, and you need to answer the questions according to what the questions is asking you, and of course, according to the marking allocation, right? The submission process, as you can see here, you'll have to the method is you log on to ICANN first, right? Online assessment. So you'll find the assignments located in your assignment section on ICANN. So as you open your course page, you scroll down to assignment and you click on it, you'll find the formative one online, right? On the 4th of September. It will be made available to you, and you will see the online version is identical to your assignment module guide, right? So please note, guys, do not get confused. What you see in your assignment guide on ICANN currently is the same assignment questions you will see when the portal is open. So on the 4th, you will see the same assignment questions, just that you have to complete it on ICANN. So it's the same questions, right? And some of the tips you need to take into consideration is that when you answer short and long questions, you need to take note of the time, right? Remember, you have 3 hours. You need to know what is being asked of you. Read the questions carefully, make an outline, be to the point, support your arguments, be detailed, keep the answer tidy, and you need to proofread what you are typing. Very, very, very important, right? Because you'll be typing, you need to read what you're typing and make sure you answer the question. What the question is asking you, you write for the marks. If the question is out of 10 marks, you write for 10 marks. If it's out of 5, you write for 5. You do not write for a 10-mark question, you do not write one line and expect to get 10 marks, right? You need to write according to your mark allocation, which is very, very important. Read the questions. If there's case studies, you, of course, if you see in your assignment guide, the questions are exactly the same. If they are case studies, you answer according to what the question and the case study is in relation to. If there are no case studies, there's only short and long questions. You look at the answer, you read it, make sure you understand it, go to your study guide, Find it out what is the question asking you, and your type your answers are completed on iCal, right? And make sure you answer all questions. Do not leave any question blank, right? Then the units you will need to go over for assessment one, right, is unit one, right? Unit one, which speaks about innovation, what is innovation, the concept of it, explain the notion of innovation, right? Invention, commercialization, diffusion, explain how you make sense of innovation, explain the forms, types, and value of innovation, explain the nature of technology, explain the long wave cycle, technological change, and the internet, explain the various theories of innovation, and explain how they help the innovator. And unit two is explain the various theories of innovation and explain how these theories help the innovator. Highlight the prominent sources of innovation, depict the steps in the innovation process, and provide an overview of intellectual property and licensing. Right? So all of these content, unit one, unit two, is found in your study guide. If you go on ICANN under your assignments or orientation section, either one of those two, you'll find your module assignment guide, right? And as well as you'll find your module study guide. Now, your study guide is where you'll find all of these uh, information, all these learning outcomes with content under it, what you need to go over, read through it as well, right? And make sure you understand each of these learning outcomes, because questions are based on your learning outcomes, because we test what you should be able to know after each learning outcome, right? So just to brush your knowledge and just go over, your like corporate innovation as well, right? So if you look at, say, for example, what is corporate innovation, which we went through, right? But just to go over it and just refresh your memory and help you in the process, corporate innovation, we know, is a strategic method of sourcing and embracing new ideas that allow a corporation to retain market share over an extended period as well, right? You need to understand, why is corporate innovation important, and how does it help the company as well? How can corporate innovation help a company strategically in the future, presently as well? What does it add to the company? And what are the different types of innovation? What is the influence of technology? How are businesses incorporating technology now in order to be, uh, you know, to be more competitive, to be different in the marketplace? How are they using innovation, right? Which is very important. So just to go over the assignment questions, right, which you already have it on ICANN, you're supposed to download it, the question assignment guide. It's the same questions that will appear in your assignments. Like I said, just gonna share my screen again here. This will take you straight to your assignment question, which is also found um, on ICANN, all right? So same questions you will see in your FA1, nothing different. Okay, so you have, like I said, 7 compulsory questions. As you can see here, as your question says, you have been approached by a friend who is owning a restaurant, and he is frustrated that his business does not make profit at all. He told you that he was advised to be an innovative, right? Or innovator, or to be innovative to boost the sales in the restaurant, but he does not understand innovation. So now you need to explain to your friend the concept of innovation for 2 marks and outline the process of innovation, right? Here you'll also find the content in your study guide. So first you have to do 2 things for question 1, right? Firstly, you need to explain what is innovation for 2 marks. Don't write one word answers. Please do not write 3-word answers. Remember, you're studying now. You in campus, right? You're studying at a higher level. So please write according to that as well, of academic standard. Okay, so you need to explain to your friend the concept of innovation. So what is innovation, right? At least 2 lines, what is innovation, and outline the process of innovation. So for 12 marks, you're going to outline the process, name each one, and explain each one, right? So you're going to name first what are each of the processes, and next to it, you're going to explain each of the process for 12 marks. Question 2, you need to explain the concept of invention and its relation to commercialization. So here as well, for 5 marks, we break it down. You have to first explain the concept of what is invention, and then you have to relate it to commercialization. Like I said, you'll find it in your study guide. Then question 3 is for 10 marks. There are 3 principal applications for innovation, that is product, service, and process. Explain how the product, service, and process innovation will benefit the consumers or customers. So here, you need to explain how the product, like if you're saying product innovation, okay, how is it going to benefit the consumers? Service innovation, how it's going to benefit customers, and process innovation. So each one is innovation, and you're going to explain each one. Product innovation, how it's going to benefit customers. Service innovation, how it benefits customers, and process innovation. So you have to have those all 3 in your answers, right? Combined in your answers. Product, service, and process innovation. So that will also help you as well to break it down. First, do product innovation. Second, do service innovation. And third, do process innovation. 4, you need to discuss technological change. Here as well, for 5 marks, right? You need to write 5 to 6 lines, but of quality, right? So not about quantity, it's about quality. You need to write what the question is asking you. Discuss technological change. Discuss how technology is changing, right? How is it impacting business? You can just discuss, of course, it's only for 5 marks. So what are some of the changes that are happening, in businesses due to the technological advances? So that can also, when you understand the question, how is technology changing? Discuss that in business now, right? Please remember this is corporate innovation. So discuss how technology is changing in business for 5 marks. Question 5 is explain how theories help the innovation, right, for 3 marks, and list and explain the 2 classes of theories of innovation for 7 marks. So yeah, there's 2 parts here you need to take note of. First, you need to explain how the theories help innovation for 3 marks. You're going to explain for 3 marks, and then you're going to list and explain 2, only 2, not 5 or 6, 2 only. Please read the question. List and explain 2 classes of theories of innovation. So you're going to list what are these 2 classes of innovations are, right? The 2 classes of theories of innovations are. Then you're going to explain each of those 2 classes. You don't just list it without explanation. You're going to lose marks. Make sure you list and explain both those classes. But first, you need to explain how these theories help the innovation. So there's 2 parts to that question. Then question 6 is distinguish between the most prominent source of innovation. Now, this is a long question. It's 15 marks, right? So you're going to also here, you're going to list each of the sources of innovation and as well explain each one. So if you're saying one is a source of innovation, like if you make an example of what is the source of innovation, say for example, technology. If I'm saying technology is a source of innovation, I'll state technology and I'll explain it. How is it a source of innovation? I'll state my answer. Technology, and this is why. You are saying technology. If I'm saying another source, explain. Okay, that's how you should be. You can have 5 sources, right? You can have 5 and explain it for 15 marks now, right? Each one you have to explain it for 15 marks. And the last question is explain how profit is generated through intellectual property license for 1 mark. So here you can write 1 line, maximum 2 line answer, right, for this 1 mark question. How is profit generated through intellectual property, meaning how is profit, how do we get profit from intellectual property licensing? And that basically sums up your FA1. So there are 7 long and short questions. Please note, like I said, you cannot email your assignments. It will not be marked. You need to complete it on ICANN when it's made available. You need to go over your content, unit 1 and 2, your study guide. All content is provided for you. You also need to make sure you like go over the content properly, answer the question, read the questions first carefully, then answer it. All the same questions you see that I went through with you, you will find it on your portal when the assignment is opened. It's the same questions, right? So make sure you do what the question is asking you for. Make sure you write for the mark allocation. You write for 5 marks, you write for 15 marks, you write for 7 marks, you write for 3 marks, you write according to mark allocation. That is very important. You do not write one word answers, you do not write and leave, or do not leave blank, right? Make sure you answer all questions. Please do not leave any question blank, because all content or all the answers, of course, because it's found in your study guide. It explains in your study guide as well, right? So that is very important. You should not leave any question blank, because you will lose marks. Okay, so you have 3 hours, so you have enough time to type it out, and like whatever the question says, list, discuss, explain, do as the question asks. If they say explain, you have to explain your answer. You don't just write one word, you explain 2, 3 lines according to your mark allocation. That's why we have it there, because it guides you on how much to write. And please make sure you write the correct thing in line with what's in your study guide, in line with what you are studying. Okay, so that's why you need to go over your content for unit 1 and 2. It will help you, it will guide you, and you can also include examples in your assessment, right? Include examples, like for example, you see the one with question 6 where it says distinguish between the most prominent source of innovation. Yeah, you can also include examples in your answer when you're explaining. Maybe like I used an example was technology, right? So if I'm saying technology, I can explain it and use an example, right? It's for 15 marks. It will also show that you understand your content or your work as well, right? So I'll upload the assignment preparation document on ICANN for you under the assignment section as well, which you can access this preparation document. And if you have any questions, you have my email address. Please email me regarding this module only. Like I said, general questions, you email or you contact IQ Academy generally for corporate innovation, assessment questions, the content, unit that you need to know, anything you need to know based on corporate innovation, you contact me directly, send me an ICANN message or email me as well. Okay, so we have come to the end of our lesson. I wish you all the best for FA1, and make sure you do what is required and you will be fine. Like I said last time, if you have any questions, you can email me or send me an ICANN message. Okay, so all the best and good luck.